Alright, step one. Step one to what to do if you buy a pair of pants and they're too small and they don't have a bigger size and you just love the design. Number one, you can cut you turn them inside out, which I have done. You can see they're cut straight in the hip. They're turned inside out. You can see that. You have to have your pins. Okay, these are stick pins. Okay, you want to have your stick pins because when I cut this open, I'm going to have to put some insert. You find your own material. You cut it from any scrap of something you don't use anymore. These jeans are gray. Okay, so I'm going to match them up on the side with this golden black and red, light red, and I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to cut this open and put them in. I have my safety pins. I have my measuring tape. The measuring tape is good so that you can make sure that the strips are the same size for both sides. When you do both sides, you want both sides to be exactly the same length and the same width. And when you sew them, of course, this is going to go this way when I sew it, not that way. So that when I sew it, open it up and sew it on, this part will be showing on the outside of the pants leg, which, like I said again, it's gray. It's dark gray, so that will match really perfectly. I got this little sewing kit, which is really great. I have this pin cushion. When you take the pins out of, when you're done sewing, you want to make sure that you put your pins in your pin cushion. That way you can find them. They don't get lost. You don't get stuck later. All right. So this is part one. This is part one of what I'm going to do right now. This is to open. If you stitch it wrong, you can use this to open the stitching up and start over, basically. You just keep that on there so that you don't want anything to get stuck by anything. So just put that top back on. And I have some safety pins just in case, I need to do something else with this before I'm done. So this is step one again. What to do. You don't have to always go to a tailor. Sometimes you have money for a tailor. Sometimes you work too hard and you don't have time to stop by the tailor and pick things up. Sometimes you don't have money for a tailor. I know about both sides of the fence. One side has money and one side it doesn't. And I know both sides. So this is number one, is the measuring tape, my scissors to open this up and measure on both sides how much. I'm going to use the pins to verify where to stop the cutting on both sides. All right. And I'll be back for step two. Peace, love, and light.